It's another sunny day here in Victoria Falls, and it's been a fantastic third week to the conservation games. This week we've had two captains of our teams, the Buffalo team and the Leopard team, step up to the plate, and they've really outdone themselves. Robin, a little bit more detail from you?
Yeah, it's been a hell of an interesting week. We set some tough questions this week, both on the sporting side, but also on the conservation side, and we've had some really good answers, some good knowledge. It seems like the guys are really studying. For me, the real bonus this week is the fact that funds have started to come into the system, and we've been able to give back to the guys out in the field. I think those are special moments.
Absolutely, couldn't agree with you more. Well, let's dive into the sporting and conservation section questions and see what's in store.
Stefan, I'm not going to give it to you, and you know why, of course.
Of course. Go.
Jenna, is it in my right or left hand?
In your right, please.
It is in my right hand. Well done. You've got the bead. Are you going to...
I get a point for that.
No, you don't get a point for that, unfortunately.
What number am I ranked in all-time test players as a wicketkeeper batsman? If you get that, I will be genuinely astounded because I don't know myself.
Okay, so this is for the wicketkeeper batsman combo.
Correct. Little bit like the KFC with chips. Same, not quite the same combo.
This is like the dark web. How am I going to find that? Okay, so then I've got to think it's got to be in the top 10. This is going to have to be a guess. I'm going to go with third.
Andy, would you like a guess, seeing you don't know?
I'll go with fifth.
So 5 is correct. There's no wicketkeeper batsman in the history of cricket that has kept wicket and averaged over 50, apart from Andy Flower. Did you know that?
In 2001, I lost my place in the Springboks due to injury. What was that injury?
Well, is that an easy one? Easy starter. What was the half-time score?
Oh, I'm going to go 18-6.
It was 19-7.
Oh, sheepers, come on.
2011.
2011. That's incorrect.
Who were they and how were they out?
Right. I caught Matthew Hayden behind the wickets. I stumped Andrew Simons and I ran out Michael Hussey.
That's correct.
Man, these are some tough questions. How many events I play 1 year? 16 under par.
16 under par?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's wrong. It's 17 under par.
Oh,
That's good
that's
effort.
just close.
What was the score in that doubles match?
7-5.
Absolutely agree. I'll give you 2 marks for that. But you were with Tim Henman then, and being a late entry must have been quite a bit of pressure on you.
Yeah, actually, it's funny, little parallel with Dougie there, because I went up, I was expecting to go up as just a hitting partner, and Rosetsky and Henman were the main guys in the team, and he was injured, and I only got in I didn't take my blazer. I was in Birmingham because I thought if I didn't take my blazer, I can maybe get out of the official dinner. They're a little slow.
Yeah.
And I got up there and said, "Where's Greg?" He's like, "What do you mean, where's Greg? He's not coming. That's why you're here." So yeah, it was a fortunate turnaround. So
Okay.
it was one of my favorite.
Who was my first Springbok coach?
Nick Mallet?
100% correct. Well done.
Well done, guys. Very, very impressive.
And what was the score at half-time?
Oh,
So 2010, is that correct?
2010, yes.
Yeah. I captained the Sharks in 2010. In that game, we won 30 points to 10 Western Province, and the halftime score was 23-10.
very, very good memory.
About 2 weeks before, we played Western Province in a round-robin game at Newlands, and they gave us 40 points. They absolutely annihilated us.
Right, I'm going to fire again. How many sixes you have hit?
in all your ODI games?
Mac, I see your strategy. I see your strategy.
Right. Jesus, that's pressure now, eh? Was he injured then? Jesus. Henny Leroux.
Okay, I don't have a Henny Leroux.
Okay, Louis Kuhn, definitely Louis Kuhn.
Louis Kuhn, yes. That's
Yes.
MP MPUMELO. Pomelo. Good effort. I like it. I like your effort. No! How long did it take you to hit your first 6?
I hit a 6 in my first one-day international. It was the off-spinner, stuck playing mushtaq batting, and I swung as hard as I could. I went for 6 over mid-off. I remember it well. I didn't get many more runs after that, so that's why I remember that.
Women's 2020 final, Australia versus England.
Okay, I like that. Somebody's been doing their homework.
How many ODIs?
Let's see. You have played 16 ODIs. I hope.
He has played 16 ODIs.
The players have been getting rather brazen in their third week. I think they're sort of settling into their stride, and there seems to be quite a few arguments or appeals to the matchmasters. But hey, you know what? Our matchmasters have also got experience now, and they know exactly how to deal with these guys.
Do I have any leeway at all?
No, you've got to be spot on. It's less than 2 years ago, and it was your score.
Do I get half a point for getting it right?
No, I was going to give you half a point for turning 50, but no, you're not going to get half a point for that. I'm not that lenient.
I have to get all 4 sets right.
If you give me 3, if you give me 2, I'll give you a mark. If you give me 3, I'll give you full marks.
Oh, and you're not going to give me that.
No, I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to give you that. Sorry for that one.
Do I get a bonus point for this?
No, you don't get a bonus point. Nice try.
What about a leopard question, eh? That would have been nice,
I thought that you would have been studying the leopard over the last 5 days.
Well, Paz, do you give him that?
Do that again?
I said P-O-M-M-I-E, Pommy.
No, that's his nickname. You can't.
Were they Kiwi or Indian?
That's quite bold of you to ask me whether they were Kiwi or Indian.
Hey Tino, I thought you were going to offer it up to me.
Yeah, no, that's only for the conservations, eh? Seeing that we're not in the conservation section, I can't be offering those to you. Were you born yet?
In actual fact, I was still just a dream.
Absolutely. And by the way, Anne Grant, actually, she lives in Durban.
Stefan, I know you're a little bit behind on the points, but you're not going to get any points for bringing that up.
You can't pass it over, Tim. You didn't pass me over his. You just have to tell us what it was. You can't. You can't do it. You have to tell us what it is. You have to.
140.
Thank goodness you got it wrong, because the correct answer is 200. So there you go.
Excuse me, I'm supposed to get a point here. What just he said? He said he can use.
That's throwing, not batting, Mac. Nice try, though.
Right. That's left-handed, Mac.
I cannot give you full marks for that.
Dinesh Mongia.
I can give you full marks for that. Okay. Which British TV station did he work for?
Shoot.
Is this another couple of points coming your way?
Tina, I was hoping a question would be like, can you spell elephant?
Not going to be that easy.
That's what I was promised.
That might be hard for rugby players, though, so please don't answer any questions like that.
I'm going to guess Zambezia.
Yes, that's it. Absolutely. Well done. 2 points for you. How wide are the falls from riverbank to riverbank?
Flip. They'll have to be over a little bit of 100 because That boat. I remember I was in the boat. I'm trying to think now. Yes, you got me. Straight, 200.
1,600 meters.
I'll give that.
No. Timo, no.
1,700 meters.
And I'll accept 10 meters each way.
Gonna say
The
105
guy is
meters.
from there.
105.
I'm afraid I can't give it to you. It's 128.
Look, you're supposed to give it to me.
Oh, sorry.
Tell you the answer.
Oh, hang on, you wouldn't have known it. You wouldn't have known that.
I had 120 meters in my head.
The fun part of the games is always the wacky wild. And we've had amazing feedback from the audience as to the interest in this particular part of each match. And we saw some really interesting stuff this last week. A bit of repetition in some areas and some creativity in others. But what really struck us was the fact that obviously in South Africa, the fish eagles sound very different to ours up here.
I got the chipmunk, eh?
No. You ever heard the cry of the fish eagle? Okay. Don't worry, we'll know. Because I'd like to see your best. Rhino Run and Charge.
Yes.
An elephant's ear flap and charge.
You see me?
I think that's minus points. Potter.
Rhino Run and Charge. Oh gosh, nice pink rods.
The fish
eagle flap call.
Flap and call. The hippo, yawn, and grunt. If you don't get full marks for this, I think your team's going to crucify you.
Been practicing this one.
Oh, have you?
Tell me that didn't scare you off.
It's the hippo, yawn, and grunt.
Well.
Oh, Dougie, that's brilliant. Yes, you can choose number 5.
Tell me it's something. Oh, man.
Something we don't often get. Right. Hippo, yawn, and grunt.
There's a hippo. And they walk nice and slow. And then they walk.
A giraffe rocking gallop.
Yeah, extra point. Oh. Hold on, gee, you're changing direction quite well there for a giraffe.
I'm gonna run out of picture.
Rhino Run and Charge.
Oh no! There you go. There's my charge.
Elephant, ear, flap, and charge.
Whoa! Woo!
Hippo, Yawn, and Grunt. You know that hippos don't wear socks, right?
And I'll start by doing the little ear flap that they do.
Okay.
So here I come. Ah, ah.
Fish, eagle, flap, and call.
That's the one I didn't want. Good luck, Stuart.
Cacao! Cacao! Not quite, but it's my best.
It was the neck that was brilliant.
And of course, the important part of this, the conservation section. Robin, would you like to tell us a bit more about how the players have grown?
Yeah, well, it's been very rewarding actually, because in amongst the matchups, each week we have the thing called the Captain's Run. We've been fortunate to have conservation coaches in Gavin, Mark, David, and Ivan lead the teams each week, rotating through the teams, and these guys have been relaying incredible information about what's happening out in the field. But this week we started to see some of that energy come back from the players, and they seem to be really catching on with this, how important it is to understand the plight of conservation in this part of Africa.
Yeah, they certainly have done well.
You know, a little bit of time and effort can go a long way, and I think if we all donate a bit of our time, and we can make an impact. So it's extremely close to my heart, and I know it is to everyone else involved in this platform, this conservation game.
I mean, there's nothing better than going out, into the bush, game viewing, and being able to see a lot of animal. The efforts that are being made, and the awareness that we're raising through this is just invaluable. So well done to this whole conservation organization. Amazing what you're doing, and the work is immeasurable. So well done.
You could argue I'm biased, but I mean, Zimbabwe is the most beautiful country in the world. I've traveled a lot. There's so much beauty there, and we need to look after it.
Since being introduced to this whole movement, I've just realized it's never too late to start learning. I'm 40. I've just gotten into it, and I'm loving it, and I'm learning every day with the forums that we're on.
We've had a couple conservationists on the groups come through each week, and to learn from the best guys, it's been just unbelievable to hear what they're doing behind the scenes.
It's all about learning process, because for me, the more people know about stuff, the better they will ever look at it in a totally different way. So let's just keep on educating the people. Let's keep on spreading the word as much as we can. I think we'll definitely going to be becoming the better world as soon as the people know exactly what's happening and understanding about the nature.
This whole initiative for the Zambezi conservation is just outstanding, and it's brilliant that there's so many people from all over the world who've got involved. Hopefully it can just keep growing and growing.
And I hope, like me, a lot of people will learn more about conservation, and they will do their part as well in conserving these wildlife areas for these animals.
And really, that's what this is about. We're trying to raise awareness and funds for conservation, so we think we're making headway. Luke, how are we looking on the points table?
Thanks very much, Robin. Right, the points this week. The Lions have moved into first place on 188 points after 14 matches. The Elephants, after only 13 matches, on 167. Leopards, after also only 13 matches, very close in behind the Elephants on 160 points. And the Buffaloes have only played 12 matches, so bear that in mind. Their score's on 155. So look, at this stage we're going into the final week, and this still is any team's game. Well, we couldn't just leave you with the points, because some of you may have worked out that not all our wacky wilds played out there. So we left the best for last. and there's a bit of a story behind it from her opponent as well. Captain from the Buffaloes, Jenna, our temperatures rose when we saw this.
It's the giraffe rocking gallop.
The other one I didn't want.
Yeah.
All right, but most people just see me as a good old aerobics instructor, so I thought I wouldn't let them down today. A bit of a Jane Fonda finish for the rocking giraffe. So I'm just going to warm up a little bit.
I mean, how can I compete against that? Come on.
I'm now ready. All right. Here is my rocking giraffe.
Something to finish off about Jenna, something I think everybody should know. One of the ladies that I asked for a bit of advice and a bit of a background, she said she is the fitness instructor, the coolest dancer at the Interprovincials. She is the reason every South African team flocks to watch the Zim team dance. So Jenna, when I saw you doing your dance there, I now agree with what this lady was talking about. So thanks so much.
Our wildlife needs help. Tourism to Africa is at an all-time low. You can assist by liking and sharing the conservation games. You can contribute financially by hitting the donate button on the Zambezia.com website. Let's get together and back up the frontline conservation team.